All right, welcome to Two Dudes Different States, episode 9.
9-9?
Yeah, we did
That's a
it.
that's a Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference if you didn't catch that
I
one.
did. It's a great show. Love that show.
Oh, amazing
Can't
show.
wait for it to come back.
Did you hear about what they had to do?
To come back?
Well, no, like it's they had like basically the entire this season whatever they're on right now, like
Yeah.
all written and stuff, and they had to scratch like pretty much everything and just restart brand new.
Oh,
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah,
I wonder if, oh, go ahead.
Terry Crews confirmed that. He goes, "Yeah, we had it all planned out and
Love Terry
had to
Crews.
just scrap everything."
Yeah. Yeah, and I wonder if that show's gonna take a different direction with,
I
with the
think I
recent
think that's
state.
why they scratched it,
Oh,
cause
really?
cause like he said this the moment like the riots and the protests started. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. That makes sense. Well, I still look forward to whatever they have, because
oh yeah.
I hope it'll be funny. Stick with that. And
Well, usually whenever you have Andy Samberg, you're getting
yeah.
a good performance. So
Mm-hmm. Right. So, I think you could see my screen, right?
yes, I
Okay.
am currently watching this.
Okay, so this is Devolverland Expo. Do you know what
Is this the
Devolver
game
is?
of the week?
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
Do you know what Devolver is? Have you heard of that?
not a clue.
Devolver's a video game publishing company. They make kind of like strange, weird games,
Hmm.
but they're very well known. Um,
Are these the same guys that did like the neighbor game?
I am not sure.
Do you know what game I'm talking about with
Yeah,
that?
yeah, Hello Neighbor.
Yeah, dude, that's
hmm
a creepy
It
game.
might have been. I'm not sure. But yeah, again, they're the publisher. So a lot of other small companies will make games under their name. And so instead of doing a normal like expo because of the quarantine, they can't do it like in person. And they didn't want to do like the video kind like PlayStation and Xbox. And most recently today, as of recording, the Ubisoft conference was today, showing
Hmm.
off Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Hyperscape. And so they decided to make a game. They made a game free to play where it just shows off all the stuff they have coming. It's actually a shooter as well.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
So it's like an interactive
yeah, and
what's
your
the word? It's like an interactive menu type
experience.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a VR type thing except you're playing on
kind of. Yeah,
PC and not VR. That's kind of cool.
yeah.
I
So
know.
no,
I
this is
know
it.
what the Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just showing you like you just walk into an empty arcade, and I don't know if you can hear the audio from it, but
I can a little
there's like
bit.
lots
Yeah.
of stuff. This is actually a game that I think is on the Steam page right now. That's coming out soon. But yeah, lots of stuff to talk about and look at, and um, just thought it'd be fun to kind of walk around and keep it
No,
simple.
I mean that's definitely
I don't know if you
this is
recognize that
definitely
logo.
cool.
Yeah.
It looks like the
Oh, see, this is the gun right here.
oh wow. I was a little iffy on the graphics, but
hmm
wow, that looks.
I think the stream you're getting is lower quality, but I think it's a paintball
Is
gun.
that a
What is?
T-shirt cannon?
I think so.
That's amazing.
Is
But
that
anyways,
anything? Yeah.
I think the thing, in regards to the whole Ubisoft conference, and I
hmm
know with this pandemic, a lot of people, there's not going to be a, what's it like a, what's the word for it? Like a show this year, where
Right.
people show what they're going to be putting out in this year,
hmm
or movies and stuff. Because I know Disney just pulled out of what was that uh the yearly thing, that the big one that they do. I don't think it's
D
D2, but like
D23.
I think it's they pulled out of that recently.
hmm
Um, and they're not doing something like what Xbox and PlayStation did for theirs.
Security.
They're they're just mainly they're just gonna be like, okay, we'll tell you later on, or we'll put out trailers like they usually do. And
Right.
granted, there's not like a whole lot to be excited for, in regards to Disney this year, except for Black Widow and you know the shows.
Oh God. Oh, I got caught.
Oh, Bennett.
I wasn't looking.
But with Ubisoft, they're actually still forging on ahead with what they have planned, and one of those
Mhm.
things is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah.
And I don't know what number installment this is. I think it's like 58 or something. But
It's up there, man.
it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is doing a take on the Norse mythology
Mhm.
with
What's when the Vikings invaded
Zeus,
England?
yeah, Zeus and the Vikings and all that type of stuff. And
Mhm.
for me, that's a pretty interesting thing. Like I know I've said like before, I'm really into like the whole mythology aspect of games,
Oh, just what?
and the whole. I've read a few books and a few. Bennett, the door is locked clearly. I've read a few books and I've read seen a few TV shows in regards to you know Norse mythology, and I think this game's gonna look pretty cool. Bennett, you're about to get caught. Do something,
I got
please.
him. I got him.
I can't believe they gave you a T-shirt cannon. This is hilarious. Bennett, you could just left him. Now he's
No.
gonna be chasing after you.
No.
Assassinate
I don't think you can.
him. But Ubisoft has been, lackadaisical and a little strung out these past few years with the types of games they've put out. But I mean, I think they can always rely on an Assassin's Creed game
Mhm.
to push them over the top for at least a few weeks until people get bored of it or they find something else. And I played a few Assassin's Creed games, and you've played a few Assassin's Creed games,
Oh yeah, I played a lot.
and I just think I think it's a good take on what they're gonna have to do next.
Yeah, it'll be
And
very similar to the way they made the last two games. Ooh, how fun.
and
Um, and
I was
I
just
I enjoyed the last one, Odyssey.
oh yeah, we've shown that on you've streamed that before
Mhm.
in a few of our most recent videos, and I think it's gonna be cool, because they're gonna keep making these games. It's like Call of Duty. People are gonna buy it and play it for at least a few weeks before they actually, get bored of it or whatever. And it's gonna be. I wonder if they're gonna do like a modern take on any like an Assassin's Creed game.
Mhm.
Like where people, it's
Yeah.
like 2010 or something like that, and you're in a reincarnated version of the Creed.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
But another game that they have coming out, I would have to Watch Dogs. Was this number
Oh
three
yeah,
for the Watch Dog
it
series?
is.
Watch Dog. I never really got into those games.
And I don't blame you because the first one was it was good, not great. I liked it because it took place in Chicago. And I thought
Mm.
that was really cool because I don't think Chicago had really ever been um, made into a game. What was that?
Oh
Um,
no.
before, and I liked seeing it come to life and like that.
Mm.
And,
Well, I mean, it definitely has like what's that game? What's that one game? Uh,
GTA.
that Casper used to play a lot.
Um,
The Division. The
oh
Division.
yeah, well, same
It,
company,
it
so
has it has a really Division-like feel to it.
yeah.
And I mean,
In a
granted, they're
sense,
made by
yeah.
the same company, but I mean,
Mhm.
it's I mean, like the Division was a fun game up to a certain point, and I wonder if that's how they're going to be doing. I wonder if that's going to be like how Watch Dogs is.
Well, I think um, well, it's gonna be single player only as so far from
Hmm.
what they said.
That's not going to
Um,
take long to work out because every game you're going to have multiplayer in nowadays because you
right.
can't really just
Well,
have a single player game.
the unique thing about this Watchdog game is that they're trying something that I think no game has really tried before, which is you're not like a specific character. You can be anybody in the world. You can recruit anybody, any NPC you find into your team, and you can become them. And they will have special, unique abilities that you can use. Like I saw some people, some YouTubers got early access and could play a demo, and they got some footage,
Hmm.
and they showed off that like there was like a person you could recruit in the park, and they were this person who was just like a beekeeper, and it turns out he was not just a beekeeper, but he was making nanobot bees. And if you recruit him, you can use those nanobot bees as like a swarm attack on your enemies, and it looked
Interesting.
very fun to use. And I was like, oh, that's like pretty innovative.
That's actually really cool. I did
Mhm.
not see that.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of like hidden things in that game that they just haven't shown yet. So people are kind of giving it a harsh judgment of like, because the past two
Mm.
games were not like the greatest. They were kind of GTA clones in many ways. And
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I mean, you could honestly say like each game is like a clone off of different games.
Mhm.
If you look at it, like I mean, there's like games that are so similar. Like if you think about it, Call of Duty and Battlefield, those are
Oh
very
yeah.
similar games.
Mhm.
Especially if you look at the Ground War
Whoa.
game what's it called, of Call of Duty now,
Yeah.
and you look at the whole uh Battlefield game, they're very similar when it comes to spawning, when it comes to the gunfights and all that type of stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
They're very similar.
Right.
And I mean, yeah, you every once in oh Jesus, what is this game?
I don't know. It's called Carrion. I think you just play as this deadly thing, and you eat people. I'm just gonna hit the use button, exit. Okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me watch that.
Well, marketing objective complete.
Yeah. So they
This is
definitely had
awesome.
fun.
This is awesome. This
It's-
is such a creative way to
I think
show off
I've never
your
been to a
stuff.
gaming convention, but I think this is exactly the right thing. You know, this is exactly how it is in real life. That's there and everything.
There's an actual tentacle monster. There's robots that fly around. It's
Mhm.
dark, and you have a t-shirt cannon.
Yep.
For those of you who have been to gaming conventions or conventions like this, can you confirm?
I mean,
But
we don't even have to ask. We just know it's already like this.
I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go to like Comic-Con or
Mhm.
like one of these types of conventions. I've always wanted to. I know Adam was able to go to one, but he's not a big fan of crowds.
Mhm.
So it's a little difficult for him to enjoy it to its full extent.
Right.
But I would definitely be down to go to a Comic-Con. Seeing all the stuff and
Mhm.
what's coming out and
Ah.
oh, you made it so far.
Oh my god, I was right there.
Mhm.
All right, speedrun. But they only give you a 3-second sprint. Oh my god.
What is this?
I guess I'm a fat nerd, so.
I can't
Alright.
get over how well put together this
Speaking
is.
of
This is-
shooters, Ubisoft has that new battle royale game that I think we'll probably try out soon.
Mhm.
It's called Hyperscape. It looks a lot like a mixture of Apex and Titanfall, which are both made by the same company, but weirdly, this is made by a totally different company and somehow looks more in line with that genre,
Mhm.
like battle royale, and
I've seen Tfue play it.
it looks so chaotic. I'm not sure
Mhm.
we'll play it for more than like a week, but hey,
Dude,
it's free.
it I don't know if you've seen like gameplays of it or you just saw like the trailer for it, but like
Mhm.
Tfue has been playing it and it looks like it takes so long. Like the time to kill on that game looks ridiculously long.
Mhm.
And it just I don't know if that will be the downfall of it because people just like like you're gonna be focused on one person for too long and then just be constantly surrounded by other people.
Right. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how teamwork plays a factor into that. And,
Mhm.
as always, we play a lot of Call of Duty Warzone, and we talk weapons to each other a lot, and are you using the M13, or using the MP5, or using the M4, the Growl, like, what's the meta right now? And I think that game is going to have a weird problem when it comes to metas, where it's going to be
Well, I think it already
certain
has a
abilities.
problem.
Yeah, certain abilities are the best to use, certain guns are going to be the best to use. I don't think it'll have like this unique perfection of like, nah, no, whatever you use, it works great. Like,
Mhm.
I'm sure it'll be like that at some level, but I think at like a higher
There'll
levels.
always be a meta. Like if you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
like with Apex right now, I don't know if you've caught any people playing Apex lately because we haven't played it for a while.
Yeah.
But it's still the Wingman R99. Originally,
Oh.
it was the Wingman R99 and the Peacemaker or the Peacekeeper
Mm-hmm.
shotgun, but they turned the Peacekeeper into a legendary weapon. So like you only can get out of the box, out of the drop ships or whatever.
Yeah.
And now it's just R99 Wingmans all over the place.
Whoa.
And with Call of Duty, you have, the
What is happening?
you have to complete the circuit.
There's no. It's not giving me a mouse. Oh, there we go.
No, no. Oh, you can.
I had to use my
All
arrow
right.
keys. That was really weird. I didn't like
Oh, okay. I don't like it.
that. To get
Well,
out.
and then,
I want an
like, if you
update.
look at-
Hot fix it.
if you look at Call of Duty, you got meta after meta. You got the M4, you got the MP5, you got the
Mhm.
Grau. Granted, they nerfed the MP5 into oblivion, and you could clearly see that in the Pro Call of Duty League.
Yeah.
You know, because teams, they'll be like before like a tournament happens, they'll go through all the teams and they'll be like, all right, what do you want, what don't you want, and all this other type of stuff. And
Really?
they since the nerf to the MP5, the teams have been running more ARs. Can you crouch?
I am crouched, but it's so slow.
You gotta go now. You gotta go. Oh.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Once
There I go.
this starts going up, go. Go, 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 go. Oh, wow, that is so slow. Oh, there's more. Oh, no.
Let's just leave.
Let's get the hell out of here, man.
Can I leave? It looks locked.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
There's no leaving, Bennett. Come on. Go now.
No. Is there a slide? There's no slide, is there? Oh, there's a slide. I don't know how I'm gonna
Go
do
now.
it. I don't ever use shift and control to do that.
Go now.
This is so awkward. I hate it.
Mm-mm.
I'm using my pinky for everything.
Jump.
I know. I'm waiting.
I'm
I'm gonna wait to do the jump.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, he's doing it.
We got him.
Look at this! How are you even supposed to fit through
I don't know.
there?
Crouch jump? I have to slide? Can I go through here?
You have to wall run. Oh,
That's-
alright. Oh, we got a Dr. Disrespect in the building right now. Oh no.
It's okay. There's nobody in here but me.
As far as you know. Ah!
You trying to scare me?
Yeah. Oh! Wait, no, that's a t-shirt. I thought it was something coming out of the toilet.
Alright, well I still have to go through this.
Oh man.
If
We're
it
having
sends me
great
all the way
time.
back there, because I lost. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad.
You just gotta take a chance, dude. You gotta take a chance. Oh no.
All the way back.
This is hilarious.
What?
Uh,
Alright, I'll get this. We keep talking. So, what else did I put in that thing?
let's see here. Oh, that's the settings. Hold on. Sorry. Developerland is that. But I just remembered. I started watching a new TV show, Bennett.
Okay.
I did a 7-day free trial on Amazon of
Okay.
Cinemax.
Oh.
Oh yeah. And the show I found, saw it on Facebook first, a little clip of it. It's called Banshee.
Okay.
It's about. First of all, it's the guy who plays Homelander
Mm-hmm.
in The Boys.
Yeah.
He's the main character in this show.
Interesting.
He plays a guy who was a thief and was sentenced to jail for 15 years and got out. And the day he got out, he's being hunted by some Serbian dude or something like that in his gang. And he goes to this town called Banshee.
Mm-hmm.
And he's at this bar, and people come into the bar, and they're threatening the bar owner and all this other
Oh, I'm
type
an
of stuff.
idiot.
and there's another guy there. Turns out he was supposed to become the sheriff of the town, Banshee,
Mm-hmm.
and ended up being killed in the bar fight.
Oh.
So the dude who plays Homelander, I can't remember his name. The guy who plays him, what he ends up doing is assuming the dead sheriff's identity,
Okay.
and he's working undercover, trying to deal with like the main or the protagonist, trying to figure him out and end up going off, try and get off the grid officially.
Mm-hmm.
So he's working as a sheriff while being a thief, while trying to find out what was taken from him. And it's a rated R. It's a Cinemax show, so there's very inappropriate stuff. But
Yeah.
it's great.
That's good.
This guy does an excellent job, uh, with his with what he's doing, what he's working with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you have the time, if you want to do a 7-day free trial, I think you
Yeah.
should go check it out.
Okay. Consider it. I'll consider it. Um, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
You need to run.
I'm trying.
You need to run.
Um, so my parents were visiting in town this week.
Oh yeah. Oh, this week, or they already did?
Just this past week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And one fun thing we did is most of the museums are closed. I guess like the publicly funded ones are closed. And
Well, yeah.
right, but this one wasn't because it's privately owned. It's called the Spy
Mm.
Museum, where they just basically talk about like all of known spies throughout history and America and um oh my god,
It's the Infinity Gauntlet.
it is. And basically it's a very cool museum and what was weird is that you have to wear a mask the whole time you're there.
Mm-hmm.
And we were there for basically 4 hours. So I had to wear a mask that whole time, which was the first time I had to wear a mask more than like 30 minutes, I think.
Mm-hmm. Apart from the store, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
apart from a store. So it was really, really hard to get used to, and I
Oh
was
yeah.
constantly messing with it, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can get used to this or not. I have to like really get a comfortable mask, because I was kind of using just a disposable one. And yeah, but other than that, the museum was pretty amazing, and I actually work like down the street from it, like my actual office is down the street from it, and it was very surreal to be back in that area
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, oh man. But turns out, same day I went to the museum, my password on my computer for work, I have
Mm-hmm.
my own work computer. Um, I like every 3 months or so, you have to change your password,
Yeah.
and this previously happened just at the beginning of quarantine, where I was like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen again during quarantine. But it did. Where basically, I changed the password, and it didn't take effect because it didn't connect to the servers
Oh no.
at inside like the actual office. So I had to go.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning of quarantine, back when everything was kind of like real scary,
Mm-hmm.
I had to go back in like the day that we were all supposed to go home. Um,
Oh,
and
and
get
so
it
you had to get that all squared away.
and I had to like sit at my computer for an hour or two and deal and like just like get it fixed basically.
Mm-hmm.
Which basically just like the servers needed to like update, like connect with my computer on a more closer level rather than remotely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that was odd.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got to do that tomorrow. I gotta go back
Oh,
in.
so that should be fun, right?
Yeah, so fun. Can't wait. Can't wait to do that.
Especially with how you don't want to go,
Yeah.
you don't want to be there. You'd
So-
rather just work from home.
Yeah, and a couple of people I work with that I'm close friends with were talking about how like that happened to them too, and like they sent us instructions like a month ago, like saying, hey, like here's how you do it so that you don't have to do that. And everybody claims that they follow the instructions, including myself, and it's never worked. But somehow, Zach, get this, my boss, who seems to be the only person who's gotten this to work, just like did it perfectly.
Hmm.
And we're like, well, how'd you do it? He's like, I don't know, I just did exactly what it said. I was like, okay, well, he clearly didn't, because everybody else
That's
is
a bunch of
claiming.
malarkey.
Right, but he's not exactly the most tech-based guy, so he's not gonna ever know what he actually did. This game is so confusing.
I don't know what is even going on.
Whatever, let's go get the
you're a
gauntlet.
ninja. You're a vampire. I don't
Good
know.
job, Ouija team, whatever your name is. What is that?
Elijah.
How do I get this now? Do I just shoot it out?
You just walk in there.
It seems like a bad idea. Something tells me that's not a good idea. I have to go this way now?
You just came from that way, or that's how you got in there, isn't it?
No.
Shoot him. Oh wait, that door just moved. Shoot that guy just to be safe, please. Just. Oh!
Gotta go watch more trailers. Ugh. Ah.
It's like we're actually in a submersive experience.
Yeah.
This is Star Wars.
Yeah, Devolver's working on Star Wars.
Is that the dude from Resident Evil?
I think this is Serious Sam. Not really sure. This is almost
It's
just a
Goro
reaction
from-
video now. Let's see, what else? What else can we talk about?
What is this game? Is this Killing Floor?
No, this is Serious Sam. You've never seen Serious Sam?
I've never seen this.
It's kind of an older game, but you can kind of tell it's like not exactly super modern looking. But it's just guns and shooting everything. That's all it is.
That's all it ever is.
Shooting a demon with a volcano in the background.
And then there's just a guitar riff.
Exactly.
Fall
Guys.
Call of Duty was this weekend. The Subliners tournament hosted in the New York team, the New York Subliners, hosted it this weekend.
Yeah.
And the two powerhouses, people would say, of Call of Duty, the Chicago Huntsmen and the Atlanta FaZe. Everyone knows who Atlanta FaZe is. They ended up being matched up for the very first time in this weekend, and
Oh.
people were absolutely stoked.
Damn.
So many memorable names
Mhm.
on both teams. Like you have Scump, who quite possibly might be the most famous Call of Duty player to ever play the game. He's been around forever. He's been with a bunch of different teams. He used to be with Optic. He was with Optic for most of his career. He's played with Nade, Shot. He's played with a bunch of other people. And they ended up playing today. The FaZe and the Huntsman played today. And the Huntsman won easily.
Oof.
The Huntsman just absolutely destroyed the Atlanta FaZe, and I don't even think it was a battle. I'm currently trying to watch it on my phone just to recap. I missed it earlier today, but they won 3-0 out of a 5 series set.
Wow.
And it was just it was shocking. People were like, "Whoa, how was that? That wasn't supposed to happen."
Mhm.
So now I think right now they're actually the Huntsman and I think Minnesota Rocker are playing right now to decide who wins the tournament.
Whoa. This is slightly unrelated, but earlier today I watched a video about kind of going in the timeline of what happened at Machinima. Do you remember Machinima? Like the company?
Machinima, dude, that was back in the day, dude. That was
I know.
I used to
And,
watch
like,
all
'cause
my
Call of
like
Duty
quick
videos?
scoping montages on that.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
everyone, if you wanted to have a quick scope, if you wanted to be found out by Call of Duty, you were on Machinima.
Well, it turns out they're a total scumbag company.
Well, all right.
So
Wow.
basically, all those clips you watched were obviously submitted by other people.
Mhm.
Well, those people were led to believe that like if they submitted their clips in, that that would draw people towards their channels, like on YouTube,
Mm.
to like eventually get them partnered so they can make money. Um, but Machinima would get these guys into like contracts, and like not just like 6 months or a year, but 3 years. You had to make videos for them.
Oh my! I think I remember that. Basically, I do work.
Yeah, him,
He was
even
part of that.
PewDiePie was in it originally. And it's pretty shocking that like that was done. Like basically the guy that explained it was you can like he was like, all right, so like YouTube pays Machinima, and then Machinima gives you the profit, and you make the video for Machinima. Machinima uploads their channel on YouTube, and like it just keeps doing that kind of like circle-ish thing. Um, and you could like never give me the sword, okay? Um, so you could never really earn anything or gain more than whatever Machinima like offered you, which was like typically like 40 to 60% of like the revenue that you would normally get from a YouTube video. But again, they had the full lineup of what the fuck?
Whoa! Language.
Sorry.
Language. Just kidding. Just kidding. Dude, Bennett, you're basically God right now.
This is the Infinity Gauntlet.
Mm.
This might be my new favorite game. I'm not gonna say anything else ever.
Just go
Is this a
now.
boss fight? Can I switch guns? Is that a thing? Fight the boss. That's what it says. um.
See if you can pick up something bigger, or like catch what he's throwing at you.
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. Give me that. Eat box.
Hit a crit, Bennett.
I don't know if I can. Why'd you come back to me? What was that?
It's an explosion.
Was it a robot thing? Can I get close to him? No. Alright. Anyways, so Machinima was trash.
Mm-hmm.
And they were basically ripping people off. And they just basically stopped to exist last year.
Was it last year? I thought it was a few years ago that they just stopped.
They
Like,
officially
everyone's
stopped
like, wow,
last
this
year.
company sucks.
They laid off all their employees, which was like 80 people.
Well, when you solely prey on, when you spend your first decade as a company, and you prey off of like
Mm-hmm.
people that are just trying to get their, thing across, it's kind of hard to maintain a staff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just encapsulated with what you're
I
doing
know.
right now. This is just, I'm sorry,
didn't
folks,
expect
but this
this
is
at
just
all.
great.
Well, I guess that kind of brings me to something else. We're gonna hit 10 episodes next week. Give me that. Eat it. Minus 100. You think we should start doing like streaming and stuff, and like kind of doing this,
I think that's a decent route to go.
and like
we
doing
could,
this stuff like this, where like I play like weird little story games, and you watch
Yeah.
and commentate.
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely be down for that. I mean, we could even, we could bring Adam in. We
Of
could,
course.
we could be the Dream Team V2. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like we just
Give
do,
me that.
you get it. It's about to explode. Get it. Get it, Bennett. Get it.
Did I win?
You won. Oh my gosh.
No, I don't think it's over yet. I think I have to hit him one more
it's,
time.
It's phase 2. Phase 2.
Now I won.
Oh, you did it. Look at you.
I blew away the railing. That's convenient.
You animal.
Thanks, Devolver. Get out of here. Give me this stuff. Why don't I have a t-shirt cannon? Ah,
That's really bright. Holy crap.
is this just their website now? I can't do anything, by the way.
You can't? Oh, it's just basically all the games.
Yeah. Is it playing a trailer and I just don't know it yet? Oh, I had to click something. Oh, that was weird. But that was fun. If that was all of
That
it, I
was
assume it
that was
was.
interesting. That
Yeah,
was
look at
cool.
that. And I assume we're right at the time. Yeah, a little
Really?
over.
Huh, look at
35
that.
minutes.
That was fine. I enjoyed that.
Me
I
too.
shout out developer. Shout out to them for doing this. I think this is one of the coolest ways to get, your product across.
Yeah, and I love the little like one. The objective was to watch the trailer for the game, and
Oh yeah.
two, it had like a big, like oh, we know what we're doing, kind of a like, oh, you did it, kind of a thing. Like what was it? It was like a marketing objective completed.
Yeah.
That was funny. I like that.
Oh yeah. I mean that
Yeah, it was very over the top at
definitely
times.
something new, you know.
Hmm.
I think that's what companies have a hard time doing is something new, trying to get their stuff across.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about Devolver is that I think they take a bit more chance on these smaller teams and like more unique ideas. Like one of the games that came out last year, it's called it was like My Name is Pedro or something like that. You
That sounds
basically
familiar.
played as it was like a side scroller and you went left to right, um, and you could do like these. It was like shooting side scroller and you could jump and do twists and spins and flips, and it was like about being creative and doing cool stunts. And it had this crazy plot line where basically like you imagined a talking banana talking to you this whole time, and the banana ends up being the bad guy in the end, and it's like all a fight in your brain. It's like crazy. But it's like, who thinks of this stuff, and like, who greenlit it? This is a project. Oh, Devolver. That's who did it. So yeah, that was a good episode.
That was
Anything else you want to add?
uh no,
No.
no, I don't think so. We'll be back next week for episode 10.
10. Maybe
10.
we'll have a guest. Maybe
We've
we
hit the
won't. I don't know. Because I
we
don't
won't
plan
know
that far
until
in
the day of.
advance.
That's how we do things. Day of.
That's how
We
things are done
procrastinate.
in the world. You plan it the day it happens. Alright. Goodbye.
Bye.